Looking 10 years younger after 60 has nothing to do with trying to look younger. The men who pull it off are not chasing youth. They are simply avoiding 5 specific things that add visual years and applying 5 specific alternatives that remove them. The difference between looking 65 and looking 55 is rarely genetics. It is almost always these 5 decisions. The most impactful of all 5 is the last one. Do not skip ahead. The 5 things in this video do not make a man look like a younger version of himself. They make him look like the sharpest, most vital, most present version of who he is right now. That is not the same as looking younger in the cosmetic sense. It is better. Every one of these 5 things is a specific, visible, immediate change, not a gradual lifestyle adjustment. Each one can be applied this week. Each one produces a visible result the first time it appears in the outfit. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, 5 things that make men over 60 look 10 years younger without trying. What each one is, why it works, and exactly how to apply it starting today. The first thing that makes men over 60 look 10 years younger. Fit that follows the body. Not tight, not trendy. Simply clothing that follows the natural frame rather than hanging away from it. The single most aging thing in any man's wardrobe is excess fabric. The shirt billowing at the waist. Here is exactly what excess fabric does to the visual impression. When a shirt hangs loose through the body, the eye cannot find the waist, and a silhouette without a visible waist reads as heavier and older than the body beneath it. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Fixing the fit does not require buying new clothes. It requires a tailor. A shirt bought at any price, taken in at the sides by $15 to $20 of work, produces a fit that follows the body correctly. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They assume the clothes they own are the wrong size and buy new ones, spending hundreds without addressing the actual problem, which is that the clothes need tailoring rather than replacement. The fit check. In the mirror, shirt collar at the back of the neck without pulling away. Shirt shoulder seam at the natural shoulder edge. Shirt body with 2 inches of ease through the torso, no more. Blazer shoulder seam at the natural edge, blazer body following the torso. Takeaway. Fit that follows the body is the single most immediate visual age reduction available. Not tight, not trendy, simply correct. Shoulder seam at the natural edge, body following the torso without excess, trouser clean through the leg, $20 at the tailor. 10 visual years removed. And once the fit is correct, the second thing is the one that most men over 60 have never been told is adding visual years, and the one that is the easiest to fix immediately. This next thing is the one most men over 60 have never been told is aging them, and the fix takes 30 seconds. The second thing, aging most men without their knowledge, fixed in 30 seconds. The color closest to the face, at the collar of the shirt, the lapel of the blazer, the crew neck of a fine knit, either lifts the face or drains it. Cool colors, pale gray, icy blue, stark white, reflect the cool tones of silver hair back onto the face and create a flat, tired impression. Here is what the wrong color at the neckline does specifically. A pale gray shirt worn under a dark jacket creates a cool-on-cool effect at the neckline, the pale gray draining the warmth from the face above it, making the skin appear more flat and the expression more tired than either actually is. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They choose the color they like on the hanger under artificial store lighting, which shows colors inaccurately, rather than the color that lifts the face in natural daylight. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The natural light test identifies the correct neckline color immediately and at 0 cost. Hold a garment against the face at a window in natural light. Does the color warm the skin and brighten the eyes, or does it flatten the skin tone and shadow the face? The warm neckline colors for men over 60 with silver hair: navy, camel, warm teal, soft burgundy, warm ivory, forest green. Each of these creates a warm, cool contrast with silver hair that produces the most vital and present impression available. Takeaway: warm color at the neckline, navy, camel, warm teal, soft burgundy, reflects warmth back onto the face and removes the flat, pale, tired impression that cool neckline colors produce. The natural light test identifies the correct color in 30 seconds. And once the neckline color is correct, the third thing is the one at the base of every outfit. The piece most men over 60 have been wearing in the version that adds the most visual years. This next thing is at the base of every outfit. The piece most men over 60 are wearing in the version that adds the most visual years, and the swap that removes them immediately. The third thing, at the base of every outfit, the most aging version and the immediate swap. The third thing that makes men over 60 look 10 years younger: the right shoe. Specifically, replacing the thick-soled, wide-toed, heavily cushioned shoe with a slim-profile leather shoe in a classic silhouette. Here is exactly what the thick-soled shoe does to the visual impression. The eye travels from the collar to the shoe. When the base is clean and slim, a quality leather loafer, a slim derby, the eye completes the vertical line cleanly, and the man appears taller and more defined. Now, here is the part nobody talks about. The slim leather shoe does not require sacrificing comfort. Modern quality leather shoes, particularly loafers with quality insoles, are entirely comfortable for a full day of wear. A quality leather shoe with a correct insole provides comfort, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They prioritize the comfort of the thick-soled shoe over the visual result at the base of every outfit, without realizing that the thick sole is costing them 10 visual years at every occasion. The shoes that add visual years and their replacements. Thick-soled white trainer replaced by a slim white leather sneaker. Wide comfort loafer with a thick rubber sole replaced by a quality leather loafer with a slim sole. Takeaway: the right shoe, slim profile, quality leather, classic silhouette, completes the vertical line at the base of every outfit and removes the visual weight and age that thick-soled, wide-toed alternatives add, not sacrificing comfort. And once the shoe is correct, the fourth thing is the one that most men over 60 apply incorrectly, and that removes 5 visual years from the face the moment it is corrected. This next thing removes 5 visual years from the face the moment it is applied correctly. And most men over 60 are applying it incorrectly every morning. The fourth thing, 5 visual years from the face, applied incorrectly every morning. The fourth thing that makes men over 60 look 10 years younger: the correct collar and neckline shape. Not the color, the shape. The crew neck that closes the area nearest the face and makes the jaw and neck appear shorter and heavier. The turtleneck that conceals the jaw definition below it. Here is what the correct neckline shape does specifically. The V-neck, or open collar, creates a vertical line downward from the chin, opening the area nearest the face, making the jaw appear longer, and directing the eye upward to the face along the vertical corridor. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The open collar on a dress shirt, first button open, collar staying flat, produces the same face-opening effect as the V-neck on a fine knit. Both create the vertical corridor from the throat upward to the face. Both make the jaw appear more defined, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They button the shirt to the top for comfort or habit, not realizing that the buttoned collar is adding visual age at the most visible point in every outfit. The collar correction applied to every neckline type. Dress shirt, first button open, collar stays inserted, collar lying flat. polo shirt, top button open, collar lying flat, fine knit crew neck, white Oxford shirt beneath, collar visible above the crew neck, creating the collar reveal. Takeaway: the correct collar and neckline shape, V-neck, open collar, collar reveal, creates the vertical corridor from the throat upward to the face, opens the area nearest the face, and adds visual definition to the jaw and neck that a closed neckline removes. One button open. 5 visual years removed. And once the neckline is open and the face is correctly framed, the fifth and most impactful thing is the one that removes more visual years than all 4 previous things combined. And that requires no purchase, no tailor, and no change of clothing at all. The last thing removes more visual years than all 4 previous things combined. No purchase, no tailor, no change of clothing. The fifth thing, the most impactful of all 5, and it costs nothing. The fifth and most impactful thing that makes men over 60 look 10 years younger. Posture. Shoulders back and down, chin level, walk deliberate. Here is exactly what incorrect posture does to the visual impression. Shoulders slightly forward, the chest compresses, the torso appears shorter, the neck extends forward in a way that communicates physical fragility. Chin slightly down, jaw definition reduced, expression less present. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Correct posture after 60 does not require strength training or sustained effort, only the 30-second mirror check before leaving. Shoulders released downward, not pulled back forcefully, but dropped from the slightly forward position they default to. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. The clothes are assembled correctly. The man is not quite inhabiting them with authority. Every visual improvement the clothes produce is reduced by the posture that does not confirm them. The fit looks sharper on correct posture. The posture habit applied to the 5 things. Correct fit on correct posture. The silhouette appears most defined. Warm neckline color on a leveled chin. The face appears most alive. Correct shoe on a deliberate walk. The vertical line appears most complete. Picture this. 2 men of the same age, same silver hair, wearing the same correct outfit. Warm navy blazer, white Oxford open at the collar, dark charcoal trouser, slim leather shoe, left, shoulders slightly forward, chin slightly down, walk slightly hesitant. 65, takeaway. Posture, shoulders released downward, chin level, walk deliberate, removes more visual years than any clothing decision available. It activates every other element in the outfit simultaneously and multiplies the effect of the 4 previous things. No purchase, no tailor, no new clothes. And once all 5 things are understood, the compound effect of applying all 5 simultaneously becomes clear. Here is the compound effect of all 5 things applied simultaneously. Fit that follows the body, silhouette defined. Warm color at the neckline, face lifted and warm. Right shoe, vertical line completed cleanly. Open collar, face framed and jaw visible. Posture, all 4 activated and multiplied. The 5 things and their visual year counts. Incorrect fit adds 3 to 5 visual years by making the body appear softer than it is. Wrong neckline color adds 2 to 3 years by draining warmth from the face. Wrong shoe adds 2 to 3 years by adding visual weight at the base. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The 5 things in this video are not a style system. They are a visibility system. They do not change who the man is or make him look like a different man. They remove the 5 specific visual signals that communicate more age than the man's body or face actually carries. The 1-week implementation. Today, natural light test on every shirt and fine knit. Remove cool neckline colors from the rotation. This week, tailor appointment for 1 blazer and 1 shirt. This week, 1 slim leather shoe to replace the thickest soled alternative. The before and after of the 5 things applied. Before, heavy blazer with drooping shoulder seam, pale gray shirt at the neckline, thick-soled trainer at the base, shirt buttoned to the top, shoulders forward and chin slightly down. 68. The cost of all 5 things. Tailor for the blazer and shirt, $30 to $50. Warm neckline colors, $0 if already owned, $15 to $20 if one new piece is needed. Slim leather shoe, $60 to $80 if not already owned. Open collar, $0. Takeaway. 5 things. Correct fit. Warm neckline color, right shoe, open collar, correct posture. Together they remove 10 visual years from the impression without requiring the man to be a different version of himself. Only the sharpest, most vital, most present version of who he already is. Applied within 1 week. Here is the final truth about looking 10 years younger after 60. It is not about youth. It is about vitality. The man who looks 10 years younger is not the man who looks like he is 45. Not younger, more present, not less age, more vitality. Not a different man, the same man, without the 5 things that were quietly adding years to the impression every morning without his knowledge. Which of these 5 things are you going to apply first? Drop it in the comments. The one that produces the most immediately visible result, the one most men cannot believe they were not doing already, is almost always the posture. What was yours? Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, how to dress like a gentleman after 60.